Alright, now that I got everything off the car, I'll go through and tell you what bolts go where. We can see this is the turbo. I did paint it black. If you want to send it off, right here it did get ported. I don't think it makes that big a difference, but you're more than welcome to send it back to Mole, and he will port it for free. He owes me a port on it, but I told him not to worry about it. I told him it wasn't a big difference. We can see the turbo spins freely. When you remove the turbo, these two bolts right here, the oil drain, 5/16. These two right here are your water in and out. These are 5/8. This is also a 5/8. This is the oil in. All three of these holes have crush washers before and after the tubes on the bolt. So make sure you replace those. Don't reuse them. There's a bad habit of people reusing them. Some people got good luck. Some people got bad luck. I don't reuse it. Right here is the wastegate bolts. Two of them right here. That's a 12mm bolt. Like I said, Bach-off plate. It is gasketed and RTV, high temp RTV. Here's the turbo. Let me set it down real quick. There we go. And as far as play, I'm moving the whole turbo. It has very little play in it. Every stock turbo has some kind of play. Right here, you can see I'm moving the wheel. The wheel's not moving. The whole turbocharger's moving. Very little play. I painted it black with some high temp paint. Ain't no big deal. It come off if you want to get it off. Alright, here's the whole-two housing. Like I said, 3-inch whole-two housing. I want to say it's Modern Performance. Not 100% sure, but it's all the welds in it good. The bolts, they go for the exhaust part, which are these. They are right here. They are 9/16. Use a 9/16 on these. These down here, which go onto the manifold. These 4 bolts right here are 1/2 inch. I use a ratchet wrench. It gets in there nice and good. It's easy to get in there. This is the manifold again. Right here, it's got the 2-inch elbow modified on it. If we turn the manifold this way, you can see inside of it, nice and clean. It does have a few cracks in it, but the cracks didn't stop me from holding boost at all. If you look, there's a little crack right here, and 2 little cracks right there. But like I said, I never had any problems holding any boost. I was able to hit 26 pounds of boost with ease, and I was holding 21 at redline with this turbo right here. Let's go over the runners. Runners have been ported too. We can see they're nice and ported in there. Just came off the car, a little dirty, but put it back on the car, it's gonna get dirty again. There's the wastegate flapper. Wastegate flapper moves. Not leaning on it. Wastegate flapper moves freely. You can move from here, moves freely. That's about it, man. Oh, some more bolts. They got these bolts right here. There's 10 bolts. They go all the way around the turbo manifold. Here, and the last 2 bolts are here. Those are a 10mm. I recommend you do not reuse the factory ones. As a matter of fact, when I put this manifold on my car about 2,000 miles ago, I snapped one of the bolts. I had to take it all back off, and luckily I had enough threads I could just pull it out real easy. But I recommend not using the manifold bolts again. Your preference, but like I said, personally, and it was the last one, I was going around torquing them. Not really didn't have a torque wrench back there. You can't fit a torque wrench, but I was going around tightening them pretty tight, and the last one on my last go around snapped, and I want to say it was this bolt right here. I was last one and it snapped. So like I said, I recommend getting another one, getting another set. You can get them at DCR pretty cheap. You can go to the hardware store and get them. Just make sure they're the right thread size. And like I said, here's the O2 housing, the turbo. Let's go over the turbo again. Spins real freely. And the wastegate. Here's the wastegate right here. Here's the wastegate. So right now it's set for about 10 psi. They go over here. Oh, you're gonna lose a little bit of coolant. Yeah, when you do this, that's coolant right there. I'm about to pull my car apart anyway and get ready to put this big turbo on. So there's the oil drain line right there. It is rather a pain if you ain't done it before. I've probably on my third, fourth time. It's not my first SRT4, it's my second one. Here's the intake, the parent intake. Like I said, the filter's a little dirty. It's more stained than anything. Let's get another filter on it and it'll be good to go. Everything's good to go on. It's got a clamp. There's pairing. And that was the original filter on it. Like I said, it needs to be changed. But it worked good for me. Didn't have any problems with it. But that's it, man. I mean, I believe that's everything I told you you was gonna get. If I'm missing anything, oh, I did tell you that I was gonna give you the overflow too. I haven't taken it off the car yet, but here's the overflow. It's originally painted orange. I painted it black. It bolts up at the top and at the bottom. I will take it off, but I haven't taken it off yet. I removed the top line. That's the overflow line. You just run that outside the car. The bottom line comes over here, right here. I'm sorry, but that's about it, man. I just I'm about to tear off my intake manifold and put a new fuel line and everything on it. But dude, my car ran good, didn't have no problems. I was able to trap 117 with 100-degree outside temperatures. It pulled really good. I was able to outrun my brother, which just has a STI with a GT35R. He was running E85 actually, and he dynos at about 450 wheel horsepower, and I was able to beat him barely, but I was able to. And that was at 26 psi. I turned it up to 26 psi to beat him on the street. And we went from a 20 roll. I got the boost box, so I was able to lower my boost in second gear so I didn't spin. And she runs good, man. I just wanted more power. I've been wanting a big turbo for forever. Since my first SRT4, I wanted a big turbo, and finally was able to go ahead and jump on one, and they had a nice group buy going on. So like I said, I really wish I ran a 1210, which is a 12.1 at 117 miles an hour. I wanted to get into the 11s, but I ain't worried about it. It ain't no big deal. I had a few issues with my Intune. They came out with a new software for it, and it ended up messing up my PCM, so I didn't feel like fighting with it again. So I went back to the stock PCM and said, since I went back to the stock PCM, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my big turbo kit on and not have to pay for another tune for the stock turbo and turn around and pay for another tune for the big turbo. So like I said, man, everything ran good. I didn't have no problems with it. It's been on my car. The manifold's been on my car when I went 1225 at 114 with the stock turbo. So I was able to get 114 miles an hour with the stock turbo. And the O2 housing and the turbo's been on my car for approximately 2,000 miles. That turbo's only been on for, it's probably been less than 1,000 to be honest with you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say 1,000 just because I don't want to mislead you or misguide you or anything like that. So I can guarantee you it's been on less than 1,000. I did a 200-mile break-in and I went to the track two times with it, and I raced my brother 2 times and did a couple of videos during the break-in, and that's it, man. It's barely made 1,000 miles, but she pulls good. If you get a good tune from Duster, everything will work out good. If you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you install it. Text message or anything. I think that's about it, man. I appreciate you purchasing it. If you want the injectors, let me know. If not, I'm gonna jump online and I'm gonna sell those. I need to get my FIC 1000 so I can get my big turbo kit rolling. But like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know, man. Thanks.